Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another week of training, a big rebound week from the atrocity which was Wash U Distance Carnival 10K from last week. Really not something I want to touch on too much, but it was a rough race, and I think that it's something good to keep in the back of my head. Just, I do like the idea of a goldfish memory, just quickly forget it, move on, but it's also something that I shouldn't completely forget. Like, it's something to learn from, and it's at the end of the day a little bit of character development, if you will. So this week we got a big week though. We are doing double threshold this week, I believe tomorrow, which will be very interesting because we haven't done that since last probably November, October, around there. So hopefully that'll go well. And yeah, a big week for mileage as well. We were at 70 miles 2 weeks ago. Last week only hit a little over 50 due to obviously racing, and then feeling a little rough as well with traveling. So not a great week for mileage, but this week looks to be a lot better. Whether we hit something like 80, potentially even a little bit more, is up for debate. I'm not too sure just yet, but I'm assuming it'll be a pretty big mileage week, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, just a great week to set the mental right, rebound, like I said, from the race last week, and get the ball moving. I think that a lot of the mileage goals, whether it be hitting 100 or just sticking into 90, getting up there, is important to start as soon as I can. And I've taken my sweet time with building my mileage up, so this week's going to be pretty important to make sure that I can slowly start to get that mileage closer and closer to where I want to be throughout the future. And obviously I want to start running 100-mile weeks, especially with the idea of running a marathon in the fall. So we'll see how that goes, but the first thing that I have to make sure is that I can get there to begin with. So whether that be 80 miles this week, like I said, I'm not too sure, but first things first, let's focus on the workout tomorrow, hopefully a double threshold, like I said, and kind of just go from there for the rest of the week. I'm still doing the endurance formula, Gatorade endurance formula, before two nights out from big workouts and long run realistically. So this is just a couple extra carbs and sodium, something around like 22 carbs and 300 milligrams of sodium, if I'm not mistaken, is a serving. So this is just something little that I've been experimenting with. It's something that, carb loading is pretty important, especially for like marathon building and even half marathon building, I think. I'm not too sure, but it's just something I want to play around with for big workouts, because like tomorrow, double threshold, it's going to go down, and I want to make sure that I'm fully fueled for it. So still doing that, just thought I'd touch on it really quick. All right, I'm going to get ready for bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the workout. All right. It is double threshold day today, the second best day of the week, only behind, of course, a Saturday long run, best day of the week, in my opinion. And we're out at the track for a frigid little morning session. It's about 30 degrees, nice and chilly, very low wind, which I'm grateful for. That's why we're at the track. And yeah, we're gonna be doing mile repeats. The first two being at 6-minute pace, the second two 5:50, the next two 5:40, that'll be 6. And then if I'm feeling good, I'll do 2 more to round out 8-mile repeats. And this will be around 5:40 or 5:30 if I feel really good. Granted, it's a little cold, so I imagine that 5:30 might be a little difficult. And because I have another session in the afternoon, I will probably stick to 5:40 if I do that last 2 for 8 reps. We'll see how it goes. A minute 30 rest in between each rep. You know, Jimmy T will be out here in a bit to record these. It's a long workout, so he'll only probably get the first 4, if that. But I will be absolutely locked in, taking care of business per usual. We got the streak flies going on right now. I'm very happy to be tossing these on. I love wearing these shoes. Really need to get my hands on the streak fly 2s, but that's something I'll worry about in the future. And yeah, gonna take care of business, get this workout started, and we'll see you guys when it is over. Normally, I am actually really good at pacing myself when it comes to workouts. You know, if you've watched prior docu-series episodes back in the fall and summer, I had a lot of really good workouts where I was evenly splitting all my reps, but today was a little bit of a different story. I was finding it a little bit difficult to find the right pace, and especially because I was only doing 2 reps at each pace, it was just hard to lock in. So something I got to relearn. You know, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I had so much time off from injury that I'm just a little out of the loop. First real track workout of the split, so not the end of the world, but it was a great workout as well. I was a little nervous with the last 2 reps because I felt like 5:30 pace was a little bit fast, but honestly, it all went pretty well. The heart rate was pretty smooth. And that's 8 miles on the morning session. Job not done though. We still have an afternoon session. It's gonna be downstairs on the treadmill, which I'm so appreciative that I get to go to work from 9 to 1, have a couple hours break, and then come home, work out here at the house. Makes my life a lot easier with recording, filming, finishing, just being able to stretch downstairs, come up, eat dinner, and take care of business. So I'm really excited about that. But first things first, I gotta finish stretching, start my recovery process, and then lock in for the afternoon session. Currently getting ready for the second workout of the day, which is going to be a chill 6 mile threshold, goal pace being 6-minute pace.
I am debating whether or not I might just switch it to the way we did it last time, where we were doing a little bit faster, a little bit slower on and off miles. So maybe like 6:03 pace, 5:57 pace, and alternate between each mile for that. That way it's just breaking up the monotony of running, 6 miles consistently. So we'll see how I feel getting on the treadmill, but otherwise legs don't feel terrible. They feel pretty light, pretty loose. I'm a little tired, I won't lie, but that's to be expected. So yeah, just decided to get after it. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can get through all 6. Session number 2 complete, kind of. The goal was to do 6 miles, like I said earlier, only ended up doing 5. Not even because of the heart rate or the difficulty, I just genuinely felt exhausted. I don't think it's like I didn't eat enough or didn't have enough time in between. I think my body is just still a little unused to potentially doubling, to be honest. I haven't doubled much so far, maybe only 2-3 times this spring, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm still trying to, oh my God, Johnny Key's calling me, hold on. Johnny, buddy, hold on, I'm recording for the Passion Project. Well, I just finished my workout, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Nonetheless, I'm glad we got the second session in the books. It was a tough one, but I'm glad it is done now, and just relax, recover for the rest of the day. Easy run tomorrow. Look forward to the rest of the week. All right, let me talk to Johnny. I don't know what he wants. It is pouring rain outside, very windy, lightning and thunder, just a perfect day to stay indoors, which leaves us with 2 options this morning. We are either going to jump on the indoor bike on the stationary or get on the treadmill. To be honest, I would much rather get on the stationary today just to not have to deal with the fact that I really don't want to run on the treadmill. But I think that running on the treadmill is going to be better for my legs, especially with what we did yesterday. So as much as I don't want to, I'm going to jump on the treadmill for 45-ish minutes, I think, and kind of go from there. It's supposed to storm like the entire rest of the day and most of this week, which makes me very nervous for running.
It's been lightning and thundering all day long, ever since I was at work, ever since I woke up this morning, really. So, very nervous about that. We'll see what happens. I'm planning on going back to work early this afternoon to get in a workout. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Probably an easy run, maybe a workout. Probably a workout on the treadmill this week, which really sucks, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Just got out of shift number 2, worked out beforehand, and I gotta say I'm a little upset because I finished core, went to start working out, did dips and push-ups, and my shoulder collarbone started to flare up. I was like, this isn't great. So I would have liked to do a little bit more, especially hit a little bit more legs, but yeah, after it started to hurt, I was just like, all right, never mind. We're just gonna chill here. It got in a little bit. I'm happy with that. Could have been a lot worse, but just still got to be careful with the collarbone, so not the end of the world.
Oh my goodness. The sun really does just get brighter and brighter every morning, huh? That's so crazy. But anyways, legs are feeling pretty good this morning. I thought they were going to feel much more sore after the double threshold, but yesterday, not too bad. Today, just a little sore in the calves. Probably need to ice, and I'll feel a lot better tomorrow. But I think we're going to be doing a workout tomorrow. I assume so at least. But yeah, not too bad today. Nice day to recover. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I just woke up from a little morning nap. Well, it was morning when I went to sleep. It's it's afternoon now, but oh dude, naps are so nice. I haven't taken a nap in so long. I definitely need it though. When I start doing higher mileage, I try to get in 1 or 2 naps a week just to help with recovery. But if I don't sleep in the morning and I take a nap later in the afternoon, then I can't fall asleep at night, so it has to be a morning nap, which is fine, but it's very difficult to make that work out. So that was really nice, but I gotta get ready for work now, and I need to eat something. I'm starving.
Woke up a little bit earlier this morning for the workout today. We're gonna be doing mile repeats here at the house, which also means that Jimmy, who's behind the camera right now, he's gonna be able to bike next to me and film these. So hoping to start early enough to where he can make it to work on time while also being able to be here for the entire workout. So we're gonna get started in a little bit here. The goal is to do anywhere from 7 to 9 mile repeats at 6-minute pace with 60 seconds of rest, and these are gonna be out on the road, which I'm quite excited about. I've talked about this before, but because I do a lot of races on the road, I am a fan of doing road workouts. I think it's great for the mental, and it also just is a little bit of a change of scenery. So this will be a pretty good workout. You know, not anything too fast, but a very honest effort, a very threshold type workout. Tossing the Zoom flies on right now. Hopefully that'll be not too bad. I don't normally wear these for interval work, but because it's at 6-minute pace, I feel like these will be a good fit. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna get this workout started. What did you get?
What did I get?
Yeah, show me again.
Oh, this thing?
You got a winter shiesty.
Cold weather rides.
It was a little rocky out on the road this morning. Not talking the ice cream, but gotta check the shoes for any potential damage, any little rips and tears. Let's see. No, they look actually pretty good. You know, I really only wear my Zoom flies out on the track like once, and then majority of the time I'm using them on the treadmill, so they're in great condition for a shoe that has quite a bit of mileage on it now, but it does make me a little bit nervous wearing them on like the gravel or any roads that, you know, might have some big rocks on it.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with how that workout ended up going, you know. It's one thing to do it out on the track and have an easy time of like knowing paces and everything. It's a whole nother thing doing it out on the road. I think it makes it a little bit more honest, honestly. So it's nice also as well because it's not a flat surface. Like it's always going to be a little bit more difficult on the road because it's not perfectly flat. It's not like I'm doing a lot of hills, but there is a little bit of increase in elevation. Very minimal, to be fair. But again, like I said, it just makes it a lot more honest. And I feel like that really goes a long way. The other real takeaway I have from this workout is the fact that I think it's just another reminder to myself more than anything that the 10K at Wash U was not very representative of where I'm at with my training right now. I feel like I'm obviously in much better shape, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm in amazing shape to a point where I should be getting complacent by any means. There's still a lot of work to be done. I obviously know that I'm behind where I was when I got my collarbone broken back in November, and I got a lot of work to get back to that point. So still more to be done, but I am like just happy with the slow progression that we've had. So, you know, it is what it is. Just got to keep pushing every day, keep the grind alive, and see how things go. But yeah, once again, I do want to shout out my dad, because seriously, coming out and filming this morning meant a lot to me. So shout out Jimmy T, and yeah, let's enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully get a little shakeout later on the bike, I think, because I'm pretty high on mileage right now, and kind of go from there. Currently watching the 5K for Grand Slam track and field, which is pretty interesting. Not too sure how I feel about it just yet, but it's a cool concept. I'm a big fan of that. Grant Fisher, Cooper Tier, Dylan Jacobs, all about to race right now, so super excited about that. Legs are also feeling pretty good. I thought they would be a lot worse for wear after the workout this morning, but not feeling too bad. I'd honestly be doing my long run tomorrow morning if it wasn't supposed to storm all morning, so that sucks. But yeah, gonna end up the rest of the night here, watch some track and field, and then go to bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Starting a little bit later this morning just to try to let the storms pass, which fortunately nothing too crazy happened last night, just a lot of rain and wind. But that being said, I'm actually getting ready to leave here. I gotta get a protein shake in, stretch a little bit, and then I'm heading out to go to my buddy's house. He's a big CrossFit guy, and we're gonna film some content for him. He's gonna be starting up a YouTube channel. Highly recommend if you are interested in any of that. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah, just a couple things I need to get ready before we leave and head out over there.
Sorry about that.
No, all good. Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you.
She doesn't know how to use a camera?
Doesn't, yeah, like I guess the videography skills aren't there.
Yeah.
You think it's fairly true that you have to have 2 of the 3 in order to be successful on YouTube, either between talent, skill in what you're doing, and then personality?
I left to head over to Mark's at 8 a.m. It is now 2:30 and I just got home. It was a very long day so far, but we filmed a ton of stuff. I'm super excited about it. Again, I'll probably toss a little bit into this video, but not much. I don't want to spoil anything, of course, but man, what a long day. So finally get to be home, relax a little bit. The boys on Optic play tonight. Super excited about that, and just trying to recover a little bit before the long run tomorrow morning. So hopefully it'll be a very chill and relaxed evening. Quite the chilly morning we have today. It's about 30 degrees out, a little bit cooler with the winds coming in, but it's still not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. No rain, wind isn't nearly as bad as what we had in the morning, and honestly, I can't complain too much. It's a great day for a long run. We got 17 miles prescribed. Shoot for that 2 hour mark. Normally I have Jimmy T coming with, but he actually got called into work this morning, so it's going to be a solo long run. I am actually taking my gel, the salted strawberry that I was supposed to take like 2 or 3 times. I said that I was planning on taking this and I never ended up doing so. So finally going to be taking it today. So I'll let you guys know what I think of it when I get back, but because I don't have my dad with, I don't have my electrolytes with, so this will help with that. But yeah, just trying to stretch out, get ready to go, and tackle the long run. Post long run, vibes are high. That is an 80-mile week in the books. Super pumped about that. And a 7:15-mile long run right around 7-minute pace, which is just a beautiful sight to see. Very, very happy with how this week went. We obviously started off with a double threshold, another mile repeat workout on Friday, and then finishing with a 17-mile long run. 80 miles total, finally building that mileage back up, feeling really good about it. So couldn't be more happy with how things are starting to progress. Also did do the gel, what is this, a salted strawberry. My favorite gel I've ever had by far. This was unbelievably good. Like, this is the best flavor I have ever tried, period. No doubt about it. It tasted like almost like a salted strawberry smoothie. Like, it was so good. So definitely going to be getting more of these without a question in my mind. Easily my favorite gel I've ever tried. So super excited about that. Outside of that though, I am gonna go down into the basement and do a quick little lift. I'm gonna hit some core, do a little shoulders and legs, maybe even a little back, and that'll just be really nice because I wanted to work out twice this week. Like I said, the main thing is gonna be that core at the very beginning, so I'll do a couple exercises of that, and yeah, just be nice to get that done and out of the way. That being said though, I'm just going to be enjoying the rest of the day here. I want to make sure I'm recovering properly. An easy day tomorrow, I'm assuming probably a workout Tuesday next week, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of it as well. That being said though, take care, love all things. I'll see you guys next time. Any comments, questions, or concerns, drop in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, love all things. Peace out.